Good evening. On behalf of the students, faculty, and staff of East Georgia State College, welcome to our Spring 2016 Commencement. This graduating class, 224, is the largest ever at East Georgia State College. This is due, give them a big round of applause. This is due to the incredibly hard work of our faculty and staff and these graduates. Don't they look amazing? We are so deeply proud of them, and this ceremony is being recorded so each graduate will be able to share this special evening with family and friends. Now, I'd ask all of you to please remain standing as Mr. Gilbert Westbury, Minister of Music at First Baptist Church of Swainsboro and music instructor for East Georgia State College, sings God Bless America. Mr. Westbury will then deliver our invocation.
And when we get to the refrain part of it, there are some words in your program. Please feel free to join in the singing. While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair, as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. Almighty and loving Creator, the one who is known by many names, we invoke your presence with us this day. You created this beautiful and intricately detailed world. You created us with minds that are capable of complex learning and developing new ideas to change our world. You created this special day of graduation, this day of sweeping emotions, happiness, sadness, excitement, and apprehension all crash into each other today as we acknowledge the accomplishments of these who received diplomas. This place called East Georgia State College that has defined their lives over the past several years is about to fade in their rearview mirrors as they begin new chapters in their lives. And Father, we readily admit that we're proud today, and I mean the kind of proud that's so much so that we could bust. Someone we care about has done well, and we're here today to celebrate with them. Thank you for those who have supported these graduates in their work, in the classroom, at home, and on the way. Professors and college staff who have given themselves in ways that will only be understood with the passage of time, families who have sacrificed much to make this educational opportunity a reality, and friends who learned from them and taught them as only peers can. Then there are the many tomorrows still on the horizon. As these graduates move on to new adventures, give them the courage, focus, and clarity they need to find their purpose in this increasingly chaotic world in which we live. Let them know the rich satisfaction not of merely making a living, but of living a life full and deep. Teach them the joys of service and generosity. Help them to stay true to their dreams, to use their gifts wisely, and to walk into the future with great hope. Help them to overcome the ignorance and prejudice running rampant in our society. Beyond the book knowledge that they have acquired, may they gain wisdom and use it to work for a better world of wholeness, justice, and peace. Especially today, as they feel great relief in having survived these beginning years of higher education, may their hearts be filled with joy and with gratitude. Amen. Please be seated.
Thank you, Mr. Westbury. We hope you have all enjoyed the music this evening provided by our talented pianist, Susan Westbury. We're honored to have such talent in both Mr. and Mrs. Westbury in our East Georgia State College family. We deeply appreciate their contribution to this very special commencement ceremony. In addition, our student marshals, Jordan Robbins and Rachel Mizell, and our student ushers are listed on the last page of your program. Thank you to all of these amazing students for participating in this commencement and making today a memorable one for our graduates and their supporters. Please join me in thanking all these people with a warm round of applause. Please note this evening that students are wearing academic insignia in recognition of their special achievements. Green tassels adorn the mortarboards of our graduates receiving the Associate of Arts degree. Gold cords signify our honor graduates. These are students who have earned a 3.5 cumulative or higher GPA. Cum laude graduates have earned a GPA of 3.5 or more. Magna cum laude graduates have earned 3.8 or higher, and summa cum laude have earned a 3.9 or higher. Medallions are worn by our Get to Graduation in 2 years graduates, G2 squared. This signifies completion of the associate's degree in 2 years or less. Gold and blue cords signify membership in Beta Iota Beta, the East Georgia State College chapter of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. Navy colored cords signify graduates who are active or retired military. Black cords signify participation in the African American Male Initiative, and medallions worn by those students signify a GPA of 3.5 or higher. Purple, green, and gold cords are worn by our East Georgia State College ambassadors, and red, white, and blue cords signify the members of our Student Government Association. Service to our community is part of who we are at East Georgia State College, and those students who receive a service seal of distinction are receiving it because they have volunteered and acted as models for building a culture of service in our community. Graduates, few days as special as this take place in your lifetime. As we begin this momentous ceremony, breathe deeply and enjoy the moment. You've earned it. quickly think back and recall a special moment at East Georgia State College. Smile and commit that moment to memory. Silently commit right now to say thanks today to all of the people here and those who couldn't be present who helped you achieve this special night of celebration. Tonight, dream in vivid colors about the exciting future that awaits you because of the hard work that you've completed. Families and supporters of the graduates, earning a college degree is really difficult. Currently, only about 1/3 of the adult population in the United States has achieved a college degree. As you participate in this special ceremony, you deserve to take great pride in the fact that your graduate has entered the Academy of Scholars tonight. At practice yesterday, the graduates and I discussed that today's ceremony is an initiation to that worldwide Academy of Scholars. It's really a solemn occasion. It's worthy of the decorum and order that is presented to you this evening. It's got lots of long-standing traditions: robes, hoods, hats with tassels, medallions, a gonfalon, and a mace. These are traditions observed today to demonstrate the respect that all of these students deserve for what they have accomplished. They are described in your program, and these traditions are consistent around the world. Now, at this time, it gives me really great pleasure to introduce to you our alumni speaker, Teresa Renu Davis. Teresa joined East Georgia State College in 2014 as the founding director of the Choice Program for Inclusive Learning. She brings over 30 years of experience to this learning community in working with individuals with disabilities. For the past 24 years, Teresa served students with disabilities at Swainsboro High School. She was a special education teacher from 1990 through 2002. She provided educational support service to all categories of students with disabilities by adapting and modifying the curriculum to enable student success. Most recently, Teresa served as the Career and Technical Instruction Coordinator for Swainsboro High School for 12 years. Teresa's goal is to help students discover their interest and develop an understanding of their need. She realizes that these elements are important to the success of every student preparing for transition to life beyond college. Teresa earned her Associate of Arts degree at Emmanuel County Junior College. Many of you know it as ECJC, now East Georgia State College. While she was here, she represented the college as Miss ECJC. Tonight we have two Miss East Georgia State Colleges on our stage. She went on to earn her Bachelor of Science in Recreation with an emphasis in therapeutics from Georgia Southern University. She earned her Educational Specialist degree and Masters of Science from Nova Southeastern University. Please join me in a warm round of applause for one of our own, Teresa Renu Davis.
Let me begin by saying thank you, Dr. Bomer, for that warm welcome. And I also want to say thank you, seniors, right, for the hard work that you've done and making it here to this special night. It is a very special night for you, and I'm very pleased to be a part of this. I've been asked by the alumni for East Georgia State College to talk with you about becoming or entering the family of alumni. It's also a special night for grandparents, for parents, for friends, for families that have gathered here tonight to watch and celebrate with you as you receive your diploma. For someone else that's here tonight that's very happy to see you is some very relieved instructors. They're probably really proud of you as well as relieved that you will be taking that step into the next phase of your life. 34 years ago, I told y'all yesterday I was the age of the speed limit in most roads, right? 55. So I graduated 34 years ago from Emmanuel County Junior College, which is East Georgia State College, right here. And tonight, as I watched you come in, as I looked on the faces of all the people that have gathered here, I realized that we're all in this room sharing some of the same emotions that you have, that of pride, that of joy, and that of gratitude. So before I say anything else, I would like for us to thank these people for supporting you by a round of applause. So go with me, if you will, 34 years ago, right? Okay, imagine this building. Well, don't imagine this building. Imagine that end of the building, because all of this was not here. We had a small building that's attached to the gym that was served as a recreational area, physical education area, and we did a lot of things over there. Up on the hill, where we have our big cafeteria and the jam center, while that was another small building, it contained a cafe-type area for eating meals. It also had a multi-purpose room and a couple of offices. Now, the multi-purpose room had maybe 2 ping pong tables and a pool table or 2. So our jam center has really become the center of life for a lot of students on campus. Over here, where our dorms are, that was woods. So East Georgia State College is growing, and we thank you for choosing this area to get your start on education. As I walked into East Georgia State College to apply for my job, I realized that this was my jumping off place, just like yourselves tonight, a place to get started. I can remember walking into the academic building and going into any one of those academic areas and asking for help, and someone immediately came out and offered help, whether it was the instructor of that class or someone else in that department. I felt like I had a personal connection to my education. I could sit down and talk with someone, and they would give me guidance, and then I would go out and try to achieve some of those very things that they suggested that I do. You've had that same opportunity. You've had the opportunity of these instructors and professors on either side of you tonight, still with you. And they've been able to help guide you. Now, some of the lessons were probably hard, and some of the things they asked you to do were probably difficult, but you made it. And that's so important to the rest of your life, because our life is a journey. And it takes us through winds and hills and valleys. And you know right now that you can accomplish anything because you've done it tonight. I'm proud to say that my career journey got started right here. I owe a lot to this college because I was able to figure out what it is I wanted to do. Like many high school students stepping out into the world, sometimes you're not real sure about what you want to do. You know you've got to do something with higher education, but you're not quite sure. Here, you were able to fine-tune that step, your next step. You have fine-tuned the next part of your journey. So as you leave us, know that we're still here as an alumni, as a school, as a college, as friends, as family. On behalf of East Georgia State College's Alumni Association, I want to welcome you tonight into that family. Stay active. Stay in contact. Some of these people right here in this room, some of you, are going to be the very ones to do something so wonderful that it affects everybody's life in this room, in this community, in this state, in this country. And so we welcome you. The last thing that I want to say before closing is that you're fixing to step out on the rest of your life, but you will always be alumni of East Georgia State College, and you will always be a Bobcat. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. It's now my pleasure to introduce one of our amazing students, Jessica Dixon, to represent the students at tonight's ceremony. Jessica was crowned Miss East Georgia State College earlier this year in February. She will compete for the prestigious title of Miss Georgia in June. She's 18 years old and she's from Girard, Georgia. She's majoring in biology and plans to pursue her doctorate in veterinary medicine at the University of Georgia in Athens. Her hobbies include martial arts, helping out at her local vet office, and barrel racing. It has just been announced that Jessica has received the prestigious Correll Scholarship at East Georgia State College for the next year. She'll now deliver remarks on behalf of the students. Please welcome Jessica to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Ballmer, for that warm welcome. It is an honor for me to be able to welcome you here tonight on behalf of the great East Georgia State College students. First, to the graduates, I'd like to say congratulations. You should be very proud of your accomplishments here tonight. To family and friends, congratulations to you as well, and know that your support through this process has made an important impact on each of these graduates' lives. I know you are proud as your graduate as they step into the next chapter of their lives, but for some of our graduates, this may be as far as they go in their academic pursuits, and to others, this is only a checkpoint in their future goals. To the faculty, staff, and administration, thank you for all you have done to make this dream for our graduates come true. This is a proud moment for everyone sitting in this room tonight. Graduation is a time for reflection, a time for goodbyes, for recalling memories, and for anticipation of a bright new world. Waiting there, it's yours for the taking. Graduates, this is the moment you've waited for. All your hard work is paid off, and it's your time to dream bigger. And the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. You have within you right now everything you need to deal with the world that may throw at you. You have a solid education empowering you to your limitless potential. You have the courage of your convictions to challenge boundaries and obstacles that stand in your way. You have the passion to dream wildly, the heart to cherish closely, and the strength of character to honor your word. As you go out into the world, remember, it all started right here at East Georgia State College, a small place where big dreams can come true. On behalf of everyone here at East Georgia State College, congratulations. We can't wait to see all the places you'll go, and thank you for making this a great college. Just remember, you can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets. On behalf of the students here at East Georgia State College, welcome to our graduation ceremony tonight. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Jessica. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you the esteemed State Senator Jesse Stone as this evening's commencement speaker. Senator Stone, we can claim, is truly one of our own. He taught criminal justice here at the college from 1989 to 1994, and he now serves as an emeritus trustee of our foundation. As state senator, he represents Burke, Glasscock, Jefferson, Jenkins, Johnson, McDuffie, Screven, Warren counties, as well as portions of Columbia, Emmanuel, and Richmond counties. He was born in Augusta and raised in Waynesboro, where his family has deep roots. His father was a small businessman and a pilot who led the Georgia Air National Guard. He's the youngest of 3 brothers, and he's practiced law for over 25 years, representing small businesses, farmers, and working people across South Georgia. Senator Stone and his wife Amanda have got twin daughters and 1 son, Drew, Laura, and Sarah. The Stones believe in giving back to the communities that they call home. Over the years, Senator Stone and his family have faithfully served churches in the communities they've attended. Senator Stone continues to serve his community, volunteering in the Boy Scouts, as an Eagle Scout, and as an assistant scoutmaster. He has served on many other key boards, such as the Central Savannah River Area Regional Development Council, the Waynesboro Historic Preservation Commission, and the Downtown Development Authority. His political career began in 2003 when he was elected as mayor of Waynesboro. During his time in office, he cut taxes and spending, improved infrastructure, and brought new industry to the city. In 2010, he was elected as our state senator for District 23. He's currently chairman of the Judiciary Non-Civil Committee and vice chair of the Banking and Financial Institutions Committee in the Georgia Senate. He's a member of the Education and Youth, Ethics, Judiciary, Civil, and Appropriations Committees. Senator Stone received a joint master's in business administration and a Juris Doctorate degree from the University of Georgia. Now he's the managing partner at the law firm of Merrill and Stone, where he practices in the areas of business reorganization, commercial litigation. He's recognized as an outstanding lawyer as well as a leader in the state. His roles in the state bar have included serving on the state bar's agricultural law section and as secretary of the Middle Judicial Circuit Bar Association. Please join me in welcoming the esteemed Senator Jesse Stone to the podium. Thank you.
Good evening. I want to thank President Bomer for that kind introduction. I want to thank you all so much for inviting me to come here and speak on such a special occasion. I want to thank President Bomer, the faculty, and the staff for pulling all this together, and I want to thank the parents, families, and loved ones of these students for coming to witness this commencement. Class of 2016, we are here to share your celebration. a celebration of your academic success. And I'm sure I speak for your families when I say that we are all proud of you. You have achieved an important milestone, and the skills, lessons, and wisdom that you learned during your time at East Georgia College will serve you well in your future endeavors. I understand that a few things have changed since I was in college, but the principles of diligence, hard work, and perseverance are timeless. They have served me well throughout my personal and professional life. Now you're in a unique position as holders of a degree from East Georgia State College. This is a strong academic institution that has witnessed amazing growth over the last 43 years. I was still in high school when East Georgia first opened its doors. My favorite cousin was one of the first students here, or rather downtown, because classes were held in the old Coleman Hotel. Well, that was temporary. And back then, as you heard earlier, it wasn't East Georgia, it was Emmanuel County Junior College. It didn't stay in temporary quarters for very long because of a generous gift of land from Luck Gambrell. Funding for the first buildings came from the vision of far-sighted leaders with the support of citizens of this community who voted to float bonds paid by the local taxpayers. Eventually, the college became part of the University System of Georgia under the governance of the Board of Regents. 40-plus years later, East Georgia is a premier access institution of higher learning. Many more buildings and improvements have been added with support from a strong foundation, community generosity, the state of Georgia, and private partners. We now have dormitories. Sports and cultural programs have enriched the lives of all the community. And enrollment has grown steadily, not just here in Swainsboro, but in partnership with Georgia Southern and Augusta University in Statesboro and Augusta. These are satellite campuses, which some of you are familiar with, that will continue to spark growth in the future of this fine college. East Georgia is truly an institution that all of us can be proud of, one that delivers courses of higher education close to the community in small classes, taught by professors and at a reasonable cost. East Georgia is carrying out the state's mission that will attract new industries to Georgia and encourage existing industries to expand. Education is the most powerful tool we have for economic development. And to think, many of us here in this room have watched this history unfold. And now the class of 2016 is a part of this history. Indeed, you will continue to make history as you go forth from here. And when I'm at the Capitol working during the session, we probably have a lot in common with students here during their semester, more so than you might think. We spend a lot of time studying intensely the bills that come before us. We often have late nights of deliberation, and I'm not proud to say we are often guilty of procrastination. I know none of y'all are, right? No last-minute term papers. But, and I know we share this trait with you, we always make sure that we get the job done. And we always make sure we do our best, all while we're faced with looming deadlines. Now, all of you are here for one reason and one reason only, to receive a diploma, not sit here and listen to me talk. So I promise not to take up much more of your time. But while I have your attention, for the last few minutes of your time at East Georgia, for most of y'all, I want to instill with you the importance of this day. Whether you know it or not, you are all making history at this very moment. Some of you are making history because you're the first in your family to receive an associate college degree. Others by pursuing a career in a field that your friends and family have never entered. Others by defying all expectations to get to this point. Indeed, you are all making history in one way or another. Many of you will transfer on to other schools where you'll continue your education. Your academic achievement at East Georgia has laid a strong foundation to propel you on to more advanced degrees. Some of you will go straight into the workforce and contribute to Georgia's growing economy. Georgia has consistently been ranked as the #1 state in the country to do business. And it produces, through your efforts and the efforts of the faculty, the most diverse and efficient workforce in the country. Increasingly, we have witnessed businesses from other states and even other nations locate to Georgia due to the many opportunities and due to the educated workforce. The need for intelligent, skilled workers like all of you is constantly growing. From agriculture to engineering, from business to law, Georgia is indeed a great place to work, to raise a family, and to live. Some of you will make history by venturing out, starting your own businesses. Some by becoming educators and passing on the lessons you learn here on to future generations. And others still by following whatever your passion may be. Whatever path you decide to take, know that you're carving out your own place in this world and making it your own. And if I may offer another piece of advice, actively pursue excellence. Excellence is something which must be achieved. It is hard-earned, difficult, and at times unnerving. I'm sure all of you are well acquainted with excellence. The fact that you're sitting here today is testimony of that. You know that achieving excellence has meant staying late at the library to finish a project. It's meant writing and rewriting drafts of term papers, and even meant, I'm sure, at times, skipping a party so that you could cram or get ready for your final exams. But those determined choices are what separate you from the rest of the world. Your drive, your ambition, I urge you to carry on this relentless pursuit of excellence with you wherever you go. If you haven't already, you will be tempted to go through life aiming for the easiest option, the path of least resistance, or the quickest, most comfortable solution to a problem, picking the low-hanging fruit, as they say. But you will find the most rewarding and the most demanding and challenging options are the ones that often are the most rewarding. I want to encourage every single one of you to go out and make your mark on the world, to leave your own signature, to make history. I also want to leave you with a piece of cautionary advice. No matter what path you choose, you will encounter failure. However, you will learn that although a tough pill to swallow, failure is a natural part of life that we all must come to terms with. After all, without failure, we wouldn't appreciate success. Your career in good times and bad, will be filled with both successes and failures. The trick is always to learn from your failures and turn them into success. As our nation's 26th president, Theodore Roosevelt, said, "It's far better to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered with failure, than to rank with poor spirits who neither enjoy nor suffer much, because they live in the gray twilight that knows not victory or defeat." As the great inventor Thomas Edison put it once, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways it won't work." Life is a process of elimination. And as we all learned in kindergarten, if at first you don't succeed, what? Try again. I encourage you to be your own version of success. Try not to compare yourself to other people or assign too much of an arbitrary value to someone else's success. Instead, follow your own compasses. Determine what success is to you and live up to your goals. Live up to your full potential. This is the key to a rewarding life. As you leave here today and take your first steps into the next chapter of your lives, know that there's no limit to your potential if you apply yourself. Like one of our country's greatest entrepreneurs, Michael Dell, once said, "As you start life's journey, the first thing you should do is throw away the store-bought map or the GPS or the navigator and draw your own map." He was referring, of course, don't take the conventional path that you may think or people may say you're destined for. Life has too many twists and turns, too many different pathways. You are called to be a pathfinder, to blaze new trails. By embracing this truth, you will be on a better trajectory to make history. Thank you again, and congratulations, and may God bless the class of 2016.
Thank you, Senator Stone. Greatly appreciate your leadership in our state and those very meaningful words. We appreciate it. Family and supporters of the students, can we talk? In a moment, we're going to award the diplomas. And yesterday, I talked with the students about the fact that they have our respect because they've earned it. And in a moment, your son, your daughter, your spouse, your parent, your relative, your friend will be walking across the stage to receive their diploma. It's East Georgia State College's tradition, and we will never deviate from it, to call out each graduate's name individually and give them their moment in the sun, their very well-deserved opportunity to walk across the stage and receive their East Georgia State College diploma. It's a really joyous occasion, but it's one that calls for all of us to show these students the respect that they've earned by their hard work here at East Georgia State College. So, on behalf of the graduates and the college, I'm going to ask all of you to join me in giving these amazing students, giving each one of them their moment in the sun. Let's all agree, I said we needed to talk, let's all agree not to use noisemakers, whistles, or shouts. Let's wait to celebrate loudly until all of the names have been read, so each of these amazing students can be seen and have their name heard by their family and friends, and that they can receive their diploma and have it recorded on that DVD in a setting truly befitting this really significant occasion. Now, not to worry, the graduates and I also talked, and we'll have an opportunity at the end for applause and exultation that I trust will raise the roof. And at that point, the graduates have promised me that they're not going to let me down. And I'm going to ask all of you not to let me down when we get to that moment either. Let's truly raise the roof when the moment comes. So now, I'd ask Dr. Goodman to join me at the podium.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Associate in Art please rise? President Bomer, these candidates have completed all the coursework required for their degree and have been approved by the faculty. It is my distinct pleasure to present them to you for the conferring of their degree.
By the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I confer upon you the associate degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. Please come forward and receive your diplomas.
Erica Rosibel Aguilar. Christopher Austin Alma. James Clayton Atkins. Jimmy Mitchell Akridge. Alexis Marie Anderson. Victoria Anthony. Latanji Rochelle Arnett. Michelle Ann Badershaw. Haley Nicole Baker, summa cum laude, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Ashley Jaquil Bartlett. Maggie London Bell, cum laude. Amy Elizabeth Boatwright, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Joshua Allen Bolton. Morgana Victoria Brantley. Michael Christopher Braswell. Jasmine Janae Brooks. Courtney Raquel Brown. Caitlin Nicole Bruce, summa cum laude. Brittany Peyton Cabral, magna cum laude. Reagan Alexandra Carter, summa cum laude. Andrew Michael Claxton. Caitlin Elizabeth Coleman, magna cum laude, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Kiera D. Cone. Shanae Aniqua Cooper, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Michaela Lauren Corsi. Autumn Desiree Coxwell. Brett Jerome Davis, cum laude. Dalton Larry Davis. Joshua Derek Davis. Marshall Lee Duke. Patrice Dunn. Camille Howard Fox. Ashley Maria Francis, cum laude, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Katie N. Futch. Virginia Ann Gadsden. Lisa Faith Gambrell, cum laude. Ryan Lee Gardner, summa cum laude. Jessica Bailey Gordon, cum laude. Hannah Ashton Gray. Akil Jamil Green. Blair Terrell Green. Dorian Nichols Green. Dorian Nicholas Green. Haley Harrison Green. Hannah Elizabeth Winnett. Chelsea McKenna Haddon. Jessica Nicole Haddon, cum laude. Kamasha Kiana Hayton. Alexander Michael Hinton. Justin Babafima Alubu. Jeffrey Chandler Jackson, cum laude. Melanie Page Jackson. Allison Haley Jones, summa cum laude. Rhonda L. Jones. Natalie Brianna Jordan, cum laude, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Shamika Christola Kennedy. Cassidy Hope Kicklighter, cum laude. Kelly Lane Kirby, summa cum laude. Melissa Ann Croner. Corwin Deshaun Kyle. Joseph Michael Lane. Kiara Marshall Lanier. Robert Hunter Leggett, cum laude. Vondacia Tiana Lewis. Amanda Jane Long, cum laude. Joshua Aaron Martin. Brittany Monet McDuffie, cum laude, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Whitney Zanae McDuffie, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Kayla Janae McWilliams. Kelly Camille Mixon, cum laude. Seth Edward Morgan, cum laude. Kajana Sabret Moss, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Brooke Burkett Nab. Michael Jeremy Nickerson. Courtney Marie Oglesby. Clarissa Monique Partridge. Colin William Pike. Kristen Ann Pitts, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Victoria Elise Powell. Barrett Dent Pritchard, summa cum laude, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Crystal Shanice Price. Hakeem Monroe Rhodes. Chaz Kirkland Richmond. Dana Christine Roberts, cum laude, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Brianna Latricia Robinson, cum laude. Leah Nicole Rush, cum laude. Anthony William Salvago. Fred Aaron Scott III. Dakota Monique Scott. Margaret Elizabeth Sheely. Alex Jerome Smart. Julia Takia Smith. Brianna Nicole Steedham, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Allison Joy Strange. Ignatia Renee Sutton, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Precious K. Sweeney, cum laude, Service Seal of Distinction recipient. Sierra Harley Muir Seifert, summa cum laude. Timothy LaJuan Tarver. Benjamin Jacob Teston Jr., cum laude. Courtney Lynn Thompson. Armand Javon Trice. Bryant Wendell Trice. Samuel Saban Waltower. Caitlin Elise Warren. Kiana Kishay Wiggum. Rainey Lee White, cum laude. Macy Elizabeth Wiggins. Anna Ree Wilcher. Aria Deanna Wilkes, Service Seal of Distinction. Jessica Lindsay Williams. Savon Dupree Wilson. Caitlin Kennedy Winter. Settle down. Kyle Andrew Zimmer.
Will all of our graduates please rise? It is a long-standing tradition that after receiving a post-secondary degree, the cap tassel is shifted from the right side to the left side of the cap. This signifies to all the completion of the degree. Graduates, please move your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I present to you the Spring 2016 graduating class of East Georgia State College. Graduates, turn up! Graduates, your family and friends who have helped and supported you have just extended their congratulations to you. It is fitting that you now recognize them for the support they've given you. Let's give them a hand. Graduates, the remarkable faculty and staff who led you on this educational journey have come today in their academic regalia to honor you. Let's recognize them with a round of applause as well. Following the singing of our alma mater and the recessional by the faculty, staff, and students, please join us for a reception to honor our graduates. Immediately following the ceremony, the faculty and the staff are going to form a corridor, and there will be, and the corridor will lead across the street to the Jam Center. Please follow the graduates through the corridor and across the street to the Gene Anderson Morgan Student Center for the reception. Do all the good that you can, by all the means that you can, in all the ways that you can, in all the places you can, at all the times that you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. John Wesley. Will the audience please rise and join the graduates as Mr. Westbury leads us in the singing of the East Georgia State College alma mater.